Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Mr. KB. It is November 1st, 2015. And last week I came to you guys, last Thursday, I believe, I came to you guys and I said I was pretty much done with the season. The Niners have been struggling. And, I kind of figure that even if they won, it really wouldn't mean anything towards the betterment of this season for the team. It just wasn't going to be the case. Not that I don't love my team. I love my team. But facts are facts. This team is just not prepped. It's not. Something's missing. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably here and there give props to certain players if they make a good play, and maybe mention them here and there when I more transitioned over to trying to go back to video games. Now that overtime is over at my job for the time being, I can kind of come home and play some video games. And then I heard the most, I don't know if astonishing is a word that I can use here, because I generally don't know how I feel and how I would feel, say, 2 seasons from now, not ago, from now, like 2017. But Jared Haynes, the Australian all-star rugby player, has been waived by the San Francisco 49ers. I don't get it. I do not get it. With so many lowlights for this team, you would think still having that international appeal would be what they would want to maintain. Even though the team is terrible right now, sitting at 2-4, I believe, or 2-5. 2-5, actually, yeah, 2-5. That they would still remain relevant here with having Jared Haynes on there, because he was exciting, and the team would stay relevant in Australia, where Jared Haynes played rugby. And you would think, well, why? He's pretty much safe for the rest of the year. They'll try him out for a year. The man was barely given any touches. He's gotten maybe two games, maybe 3 games to go out there, I guess. And you guys can say what you want. That's fine. You guys, you don't know crap about football. He wasn't gonna be nothing. I'm gonna tell you what I do know. One of the most exciting plays I saw in the preseason was Jared Haynes steamrolling. Not just like running, just literally just popped his ass, made him fall on the ground. I don't even know the poor name of the San Diego DB that was a poor sap at the receiving end of that Jared Haynes bulldozing. Monday Night Football, he had a couple good returns. I think he had like 1 or 2 good runs, and nothing super exciting, but it was a glimmer for somebody who didn't play the game naturally. There was something there. You can see that his vision was really good. Seeing blocks, seeing whatever, that was a natural instinct, because that is what he does. He's used to running in traffic. He has vision. And in my opinion, his vision at that position as the kicker or punt returner is really like tops for somebody who doesn't play the game at all. And you go, he had that one fumble against, I think it was Minnesota, in that same Minnesota game. He had one fumble. Everybody has a damn one. Kyle Williams, which is the name I forgot a couple years ago. Kyle Williams had 2 fumbles in the NFC Championship game. This dude had 1 fumble in some throwaway game that it was the start of the season. You know, like who really cares? And then he had the best moment, and really the only moment that counted in that 47-7 blowout that the Arizona Cardinals delivered. And the only reason that it wasn't 47-0 was because Jared Haynes got the punt return and gave Colin Kaepernick good field position, good enough where he didn't mess it up, and they scored a touchdown off of that punt return. If it wasn't for that punt return, that game is 47-0. It's a shutout in favor of the Arizona Cardinals. 47-7 isn't any better, but at least it's not a perfect. It's like when you play Street Fighter. You know, you just got blown up in the round, but if you can do that little bit of chip damage where you don't get that P marker at the end on your end for being perfected, then you good. You know, like, well, no perfect on me, whatever. I hit him at least once. I chipped him. And that's what that was. That was chip damage. I'm not trying to say that this man was going to be the next best thing. I still believe in Carlos Hyde being our next great running back. I still truly believe that from a purely football standpoint. From a purely football standpoint, I believe Carlos Hyde will be the next great San Francisco 49er running back. I really, truly do believe that. But they kept Bush. Bush, who has been injured pretty much more than half of this season. Like, I like Reggie Bush. I liked him when he was in USC. I was kind of hyped. And I believe I might have said this when I talked about him in the preseason, maybe even started the season. I was hyped when Reggie Bush came because he could add that other, like another threat, another, you know, outside threat, another running back threat, even as a kick returner. And I'm pretty sure I stated if he can stay healthy, because he's had issues, and guess what? Those issues haven't gone away. But he still has a job. He's older than Jared Haynes. He has more wear and tear than Jared Haynes. He's been injured, as far as we know, more than Jared Haynes, because we don't know anything about Jared Haynes. Now, they replaced him with another running back. What's this dude's name? Kendall Gaskins. I don't know who this guy is. I haven't heard anything about him. I don't know anything about this guy. With a quarterback who's terrible. And don't tell me he's not, people. Don't tell me, oh, the O-line, blah, 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 blah. The O-line wasn't always that bad. The O-line wasn't always that bad. And look at the stats. The stats speak for themselves. You can say whatever you want about this man. The defense has carried this team. The only reason why his flaws are coming out now is because now he doesn't have a top 5 defense anymore to protect him. Going back when he first took over, 3 seasons ago, constantly getting delay of game penalties, constantly just third and longs, constantly getting sacked, just poor management of the game. So yeah, he has had shots of brilliance. He has had shot of like, oh man, what if he could play like this almost every game? Not just once every 4 games, once every 3 games, once every 5 games. What if he could play like this at least 66% of the time? In a 16 game season, that's 12 games. Well, he would play like this, but that's not the case. It's the opposite. He has 12 bad games and we get 4 good games. But now there's no defense to carry him. He still has a job. He's still able to go out there and try to prove himself. Why wasn't Jared Haynes given that same respect? Why wasn't he given that same opportunity? Put him out somewhere. You don't know what this dude can do. Put him out as another tight end. Put him in as a fullback. You came in, that dude is strong. Have you seen his workout photos? Yeah, he's not all cut and ripped like the other guys, but he has bulk. He had a man's body. He didn't miss leg day. If you guys, I don't even know if I can even find this picture, but I'm pretty sure somewhere on the San Francisco 49ers like preseason 2015 story page, you can find a picture of all these dudes lined up. Like I think it's like Carlos Hyde, Jared Haynes, and like a couple other cats. You know, like all of them are cut, they're ripped. Jared Haynes is not really that type of player. He's not really that type of guy. But you can tell he's strong. The man is built like an ox. Now, from the waist up, not much difference. You could even say he looks soft. From the waist down, and I know there's a pun and a joke there, he never missed leg day. Those other cats, they miss leg day. All the time. It looks like all they worried about was their upper body, and they missed leg day. Almost like a thoroughbred type body, big bulking upper body and little ass legs. And you can run fast, that's fine. But I don't understand. I just don't. He was literally the only exciting thing worth watching the Niners for this season, and like literally anymore, was when is he going to get a chance to get a kick return, a punt return, running out the backfield on a swing or whatever. He was the only exciting thing happening in the Niners this season. And Yed Jork and Trent Baalke again proving their incompetence when it comes to having an exciting team. Those two, oh my, it hurts. It hurts to think how incompetent those two people in the front office are. Like it's like they're playing Monopoly, but they cheat because they get all the $500 bills and they don't give anybody else $500 bills. They're just playing with money. Those men do not like football. Those men like money. That's all they fucking care about. You would think they would try to have that over water appealment of appealing to people in Australia. You have their biggest star, their prodigal son, playing in America. You would think that yet another mark on a dwindling, abysmal, just glimmer season. This new guy, I can tell you right now, he's not going to make any difference. Any shred of difference when it comes to making this team a playoff team this season. Whether or not he can do that in the future, I don't know. But this guy is, I'm going to assume he's a true running back, if that's what you want to call him. We have Hyde. Why do we need this guy? Why do we need Gaskins for? We have Hyde. You put him as your first, second down back. Bring in Jared Haynes for the third down, or you bring him in every other series, or you bring him in every other play, every other series. Just get to do like 10 touches a game, just so Hyde can kind of protect his body, protect that body, protect his longevity with a strapping, strong, young man to take those bruises, take some bruises off. Man, this season has just been the worst in a long time. Like in a long, long time, this has been like the worst season. It started in the off season, and it's just continued. Let me know what you guys think, man. I don't think I'm overreacting. I really don't. I'm not saying that I'm like a professional. I'm not saying that I should be running the front office, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm not even thinking it, because I know there's nuances to it more than just what I'm seeing, what I'm observing, and what I'm actually presenting to y'all about this situation. But as a fan, as a diehard, as a red and gold, you see talent. Like, I've seen the sport long enough to know when somebody has a talent for this game. Not that I can be a scout, not that I can be professional. No. From a purely just aesthetical, observational standpoint, you can tell when somebody has talent for this game. Marcus Colston is like one of the ones that I remember. I remember seeing him get drafted in the 7th round. People were like, "Oh, I saw that dude play," and I was just amazed. And Marcus Colston was an amazing wide receiver back in his heyday. Even his rookie season, he was amazing because he had those talents. He had that talent. Frank Gore was another one. The first season he came in and he touched that ball, you knew he was going to be something special. You knew it, and he was. Those were the talents. Patrick Willis was another one. Even though Manny Lawson was held at a higher regard in the first couple of seasons they played together, you knew Patrick Willis was something special, and he was. Like, you can just tell, just watching the game, you can just tell, man. I could tell this dude would have been something special for this team. Whether he would have become too big for his own ego, for his own mind, for his own team, to remain a Niner for the entire, duration of his career, as long as he wants to pursue it, we don't know that. But at least give the man an opportunity. At least give him a chance. I hope somebody out there picks him up. I really do. I hope he doesn't become some sort of Tim Tebow when he has like little chances here. No, I hope somebody picks him up, develops him, and you're gonna have something special in your roster. I keep talking. All right, y'all. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to hearing all your remarks on this particular situation. Have a good night, everybody. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.